Sales are down almost 50% from last July. With the interest rates going up 1 full percentage point on July 13th, buyers are sitting on the sidelines and waiting to see how this market settles down before coming back into the market. This is your July 2022 Mississauga Market Minute. I'm Stephen Ho with the Mississauga Real Estate, and if you care about real estate and how your largest investment is going to do in the coming times, subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date with all things real estate. Trev just released their July market stats, so let's dive right into it. Sales are down by 47.4% from last July. Active listings are up 57.6%, and average price is up by 1.2% compared to last July. Average price right now is at $1,074,000. Days on market is now at 29 days, and it's been a while since we've seen it this high before. Months of inventory is still the best indicator of how the market is currently doing. What's the consumption rate? What is the current pace of the market? A balanced market is between 5 and 6 months of inventory. A seller's market is lower than that, and a buyer's market is higher than that. In a seller's market, there's upward pressure on price. In a buyer's market, there's downward pressure on price. So last year in July, we were below 1 month of inventory. Currently in the GTA, we are at 3.1 months of inventory, and in Mississauga, we're over 3.3 months of inventory. We're heading towards a balanced market. So it's not as simple as putting your house up on the MLS and it's going to sell. You deserve a real estate agent who can navigate you through this current market and changing market and have the creative marketing ways to reach the buyers so you can get the largest return on your largest investment. Here's what I see when I look at these numbers. We can see that interest rates were the reason why the slowdown in sales happened. This reminds me of 2018 when the government introduced the stress test in the beginning of the year, which is adding 2% on top of the qualifying rate that all buyers were going to go through. This was to protect the buyers, more like the banks, so that if the interest rates were to go up, buyers wouldn't go into default on their mortgage. So what this actually did, this phantom 2% stress test, took every buyer down a notch. Approximately 20% of their budget was slashed. What I've learned in real estate is that people need to have a place to live. Now the question was, where are they going to live? What the market did in 2018 is similar to kind of what we're seeing today. Sales were down, average price was down. This was mostly due to a shift in buyer preferences. Because of their budgets were being limited, they were shifting towards more affordable housing options like condos and townhomes. Just because the buyer's budget was slashed doesn't mean that they just go live on the streets. Because the stress test was not actually affecting their monthly payments, people still bought into a condo or townhome because it was still better than renting. Now with the shift in buyer preferences, we're seeing that today. A share of luxury sales is declining over the last few months since the peak. Now if you look at market stats and average prices, this can skew the number quite a bit. The declining share of home sales over $2 million have been declining since the peak. Luxury homes were accounting for over 12% of all home sales in February, and now in July we're down under 6%. So take the average price with a grain of salt. The real underlying decline in sales might not be as bad as it may seem. So here's the difference from what I saw in 2018 compared to this year. The rental market, which we've talked about a couple videos ago, is so hot right now. Interest rates have already gone up 2.25% this year, with more hikes coming on the horizon. We don't know how much it's going to go up, but we know there's more coming. Plus, the stress test that's already still in place is going to push buyers even more out of their budget. This is going to force many of them out of buying and into the rental market. The opportunities that I see in this market is similar to 2018, when it was a great time for people to upsize. If you compare the delta between condos and freehold homes from the peak to now, there is huge savings to be had. The gap between condos and freehold homes in February was around $1 million. million, and now it's down to $650,000, saving you about $350,000. These are the numbers for the overall market. There's going to be different numbers and different situations for different people. There's going to be different opportunities and different solutions. So if you want to know if this is a good time to upsize for you, or if you're wondering if it's better for you to wait to sell, book a free call with me in the Calendly link below at a time that works for you. The problem the GTA is facing is still a supply issue. Whether people are buying or renting, there's not enough homes for the amount of immigrants we are bringing in every single year. And we're planning to bring more in the future. With unemployment still very low, when the interest rates level off and stabilize, buyers are going to come back and sales are going to come back, and ultimately price will come back. England just scrapped their stress test, and there's talks that people want 40-year amortization to bring down buyers' monthly payments. What is Canada going to do? I'm not too sure. What I do know is that we need more homes. Whether you believe home ownership is a human right or whether affordable housing is a human right, the bottom line is we need more homes. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you're enjoying this content, give it a like, check out our other videos, and be sure to stay tuned. Next week, we're going to talk about the foreign buyer ban and how this is going to affect the market.